making my way to the top of this point. I tell you, these mountains here in West Virginia are no joke. This is an area that I've hunted before. Just thousands and thousands of acres of coal company property. There's no four-wheeler trails in here, so typically the hunting pressure is pretty low, and there's a few deer in here. And late in rifle season like this, late in the first week, the deer haven't really been hunted, so they're not quite as spooked as some other places. I hunted way back in this hollow, about a mile back in there before. It's a heck of a hike. But I've never hunted this point on this side. I've always wanted to hunt.
Areas like this in West Virginia are really tough to hunt. But when you make it to the top of one of these mountains and you just look around at the beauty, there's nothing else like it.
There's a couple scrapes right here and a couple nice reds. Good sign so far. And I can hear something walking down in this hollow. It's pretty windy. It's covering my sound pretty good. Little stick down in there. I can't really tell what it is. Definitely some walking. I don't know if it's a deer, a bear, or what. Whatever buck made these rows, I'd say pretty decent deer. And these scrapes look like they've been hit here within, looks like they've been hit today. I don't know what that is down there. I can hear something down there. I can hear something down there on this side. Oh, there it is. That's a buck. That's a buck. That's a buck. That's a buck that's coming this way. Man, I think I just smoked a big buck. I stopped him, and there was some brush in the way. I am shaking like a leaf. I'm pretty sure I got him. I was on him, but there was some brush in the way. Oh, Lord, please. Please, I hope I got that deer. He was running with his tail down. I'm pretty sure I got him. That's a good buck. Holy cow. Holy cow. I was just still hunting up this ridge. It is the end of the first week of gun season here in West Virginia. And literally I got on this ridge. There's some big scrapes right here. And I kept hearing something down over the hill that way, and I grunted a few times. Couldn't hear it. It was too thick. It was way down in there. And this hollow looked really good. I was planning on working up in here. I'm pretty sure I got him. I hope so. Man, God, I wish I'd have taken my time going on the shot.
You know, to me, it didn't matter if it was a spike, if it was a 4-point, or it was a 180-inch deer. It was a buck, and it was legal, and I was going to take a shot at it if I got the opportunity.
All right. I'm giving that deer a few minutes. I want to sit down here and pray that I made a good shot on him. Real happy real quick. I didn't sit and look at him through my binoculars. I just saw he had a rack. I wasn't going to be super picky. I'm out here today just having fun. No fancy camera equipment. I just got a GoPro. No mics. Just a couple Tacticams on the gun. Hopefully I got the shot pretty good. You know. Oh no, there's blood right there. There's blood. I hit him. There's not a lot of blood. Oh, right there he is. Right there he is. I got him. Yes, I got him. Yes. West Virginia mountain buck. Telling you what, he is not a giant, but I am tickled to death. Heck yeah. Well, I tell you what, I am tickled to death right now. You know, this deer is not a giant, but I'm as happy as can be. This is the most fun I've had hunting in a long time. You know, just getting back to my roots, coming back in here, no fancy camera equipment. I got a couple of Tacticams on the gun, had a GoPro on my shooting stick. And I tell you what, this is just a beautiful West Virginia mountain buck. Never scouted this area, no cameras, no stands, nothing. Just hunting like I did when I was a kid, getting back in these mountains, covering ground. And I tell you what, there's some big woods back in here. Sure, some nicer deer than this, but there aren't a ton of deer in this area. More bear than deer, probably.
Well, I tell you what, it was no easy task packing that buck out of there, but I came back to the very same location the very next day. My brother-in-law, Matt Lonsinger, came with me. We got back in there and split up. I'm back on the ridge, and I don't have a cameraman, no fancy camera equipment again, same setup, but I got another buck tag and a bear tag, so let's see what happens.
Just coming around this little flat here, stepped up into this berm, and I saw a bear.
So I'd originally spotted this bear on the other side of the hollow going up a point. So I hoofed it all the way around that hollow and got out to the point that I saw the bear heading up, started sneaking toward the end, and as I start getting to a little berm where you could step up and look over the point, I could hear something, and I was just hoping it was that same bear that I saw going up the point earlier.
Smoked a bear. There it is, awesome. Man, spawn stalk. I just smoked a bear. I tell you the same one. He dropped right there in his tracks. I'll tell you what, he's not the biggest bear in the woods by no means, but he's a legal bear. And to come up here and hunt like I did when I was a kid, knock down a mountain buck yesterday, and then knock down my first ever West Virginia black bear. Yeah, I know he's not a giant, but I'm tickled to death. My brother-in-law Matt's up here. He came across the hollow and met up with me just now. We can get him field dressed, probably cover him up with some leaves. It's pretty cool today. We'll head out, hunt a little more, and then we'll get him out of here tonight.